Good afternoon, everybody. It is Sue Crooks here, and here we are today for another fantastic, lots of information to share with you from our expert today, Rachael Mcgillion-Fee, and we're talking about Google My Business. It's a fantastic tool, and if you go on to a search engine when you're looking for a hotel in Spain or a new dog food or whatever, the search engine you get normally is Google. Would you agree, everybody on here? You use the search engine Google. So today we have Rachael going to be sharing how we can make that work for our businesses. And I'm really looking forward to this one. So I'm going to pass over to Rachael, and she's going to do her full introduction and then ease us into the workshop of Google My Business, which is a new name now, isn't it, Rachael? Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, it certainly is. So what I'm going to talk about today, hello everybody, and thank you so much for coming here today to listen to myself. So what I'm going to talk about today is actually, while it is Google My Business, well, it's actually not Google My Business anymore, it's Google Profile. What I also thought would be useful to talk about is a couple of other free tools that you can use within Google to help your business, to help your business's marketing strategy. So, Google Profile is one aspect, but I'm also going to talk about, so as it says here, Google offers a range of free marketing tools to help businesses grow and succeed. And the ones I'm going to talk to you about today is Google Profile, Google Analytics, and Google Trends, all of which are completely free to set up. There is, it's not just those that are available free from Google, but as you will see when I go into each one of them, I could spend an hour on each one of them. So there's that many free products that are available from Google as a whole that actually I could spend an hour on each of them to sort of show you around them and teach you how to use them. But these three in particular, I think, are really useful for, first of all, getting you more visible, and we all love a bit more visibility this year. And as well as that, contributing towards your marketing strategy as a whole, so not just online, whilst the majority of it will be digital, from my perspective. It's a marketing strategy as a whole, because as you know, digital marketing is only one aspect of a whole of marketing strategy. That was a mouthful. So why use Google for your business? So it increases your online presence. It's to reach potential customers, manage your online reputation. So with this so obviously you can collect Google reviews. The more reviews you collect, the more of a presence you will have. You will have a presence as well if you register your business to be registered on Google Maps. Again, that's free to do, which in turn will help you reach potential customers. You will drive traffic to your website and traffic to your social media, but I would prefer to drive traffic to my social media. So, and you will get insights to your website traffic. You can list products. So if any of you are product-based businesses, you can actually list your products on Google for free. And that's under something called Google Merchant. Now, I'm not going to speak about this morning, this afternoon, but that is actually something that you can use if you are a product-based business. You can list products on Google Merchant using Google Merchant for free as well. Which I don't think a lot of people know about. So if you do want more in-depth knowledge about that, do get in touch. And people can find your business, basically. So having a strong presence on Google, it can lead to more visibility and ultimately more customers, which is what we all want. So as Sue mentioned earlier, Google tends to be the go-to search engine that we use. I mean, I would say hands up who uses it at least once a day, if not more. It's become my go-to teacher and carer for my children. I'm not going to lie. If I don't know the answer, Google it. Don't know how my mother coped. So yeah, and as you can see here, so all of these here listed are search engines. And as you can see, you know, Google has, you know, the top market share on people using it. You know, some of these others, I mean, DuckDuckGo I have heard of. Yandex, I can't even pronounce that one. I haven't heard of. These others are Bing is making a big attempt to get that market share. So they're Microsoft. Sorry, they're not Microsoft, but they're making a big attempt to get the market share as well. But Google is the place that generally people go to. And I thought this was another interesting statistic. So this is, again, it's from Statista, which incidentally, as an aside, is a really fabulous free website where you can search for stats on literally anything. It's a bit of a, if you're interested in stats, which I am, it's a bit of a rabbit hole you can go down. I follow them on Instagram, and some of the stats and stuff they share is amazing. So that's another little tip for you there. But yes, so this is the media usage in an internet minute. So this is 12 months old, these stats are, but the most recent that Statista has. And as you can see, 1, 2, 3, 4, the fourth highest thing on an internet minute is searches conducted on Google, which is 5,900,000 a minute, which is just insane. These, as I mentioned before, there's a lot that you can get from Google, and this is just from a business perspective. So the first thing I would say to you to do is, even if you don't want to set up a business account on Google, I would certainly set up a personal account on Google, and you can still sort of access these things. But the first thing I would do as a business, or would I advise any of my clients to do, is to set up a business profile. So this is what was formerly known as Google My Business. It's now just called Business Profile. So those of you that have got your business listed on Google, that you may have had a Google My Business app to manage your business profile on. That no longer exists, so you can't do it through the app. You actually use it, you actually manage your profile through the Google Chrome search engine, and I'll show you a bit about that in a minute. So what we're going to look at today is business profile, analytics, and Google Trends. Okay, they are all free to set up. Okay, so this is Google Business Profile. As I've just shown you on the previous screen, this is what it looks like. So when you set up your Google account, you go to your business profile, set up a business profile, and on there, this is what it looks like now. So I did say to Sue earlier, unfortunately, I'm having problems with my Google business profile. So I've just used one of my clients, but I'm not sharing any of their data or anything, so that's fine. So when you have registered your business on your business profile, this is what you will see. So if you search your business, so once you've got it verified, so what will happen is you'll register your business. If you've got a bricks and mortar business, so if you're a shop, or indeed, obviously this is a school, or you've got an office, if you register the address, what happens is Google sends you a postcard with a code. And it takes about 3 or 4 days to come through the post. So you start to set it up. They will then, you click on verify, they will send you something through the post to verify the address, you input that code, and then your profile is live on Google. on Google search, basically. And actually, this is how you manage it. So if I was to type into Google search, in terms of Bournemouth Catholic School, it comes up with this profile. And as you can see here, it says I manage the business profile. And then if I want to edit the profile, read reviews, messages, I don't actually use messages for this profile because it's a school, but add photos, I just click on these various areas, and that's how it's managed. Really, really simple to do. So, and it allows you to manage your business information across Google Maps, search, and other platforms. Because once you're registered on Google search, you will appear on Google Maps. You can engage with customers by responding to reviews and messages. This is really important to say. So what you can do is you can switch on the facility to be able to receive messages through Google. So customers can message you, and then you will receive an email to say that someone's messaged you through your Google business profile. Like I say, I haven't got this switched on. You don't have to have it switched on. I haven't got it switched on for any of the schools that I work with, because it would just be pointless. You know, obviously there's certain people that need to be contacted in the school. But your reviews, this is brilliant. So basically, this here, if you click on that, it comes up with a link which you can then share with your customers and ask them for a review. So you can include that in your email signature. You can include that in your thank you for the business. You could even include it on, you know, once a customer's paid an invoice, for example, you could put it on your invoice paid receipt that you send to them, etc. So that's massively useful. And engaging with people when they leave a review is massive as well, whether it's positive or negative, which I should think that you know, most of you won't be getting negative reviews, but even if you do get a negative review, it's much better to deal with it online so that other customers can see that you're dealing with it, that rather than to just leave it blowing in the wind. And also you can share photos and insights into your business like you do on social media. So as you can see here, it says add photos, you can add videos, you can put your logo on there. And you can put updates, you can list products and offers. So whatever, you know, as I say, if you've got products or you've got an Easter offer, for example, on there, when you go to edit products or edit services, it asks you, do you want to list it as an offer? And you can do so, and you can list your services on there. So it's really, really brilliant. And what I love it for is the insights. And I don't know if this video is going to play, but we shall hope so. Oh, it was playing.
So this is what you see when you have a profile on Google and you use Business Profile Manager. You click on that. Once it's all set up, you click on that. This is how it shows. So it's no longer as a Google My Business. And this is how it looks. So basically what I'm going to do here is I'm using this account for the purposes of the fact that there's an actual problem with my own ISEL Digital account, but I'm not going to share any personal details on here. But if you click on here, this is where you see the performance of your business, and this without using this is the basic data that you can collect without necessarily using Google Analytics, although Google Analytics is massively useful, and I will show you how to set that, how to use that next, and explain a little bit more about that next. But as you can see, just from a basic free business listing profile on Google, you can get all of this information. Okay, so I can see the amount of interactions that have happened, the amount of calls that have come from their Google profile, messages. There won't be any, because obviously it's a school, we've got the messages off. There won't be any bookings, but then again, that's set up for free, so you can take bookings through your Google profile. Directions, you know, it's quite high for this, obviously they get a lot of deliveries, etc. Perhaps most importantly is the website clicks, which, as you can see, has gone down the last few days because they're on Easter holidays. So that, just for the purposes of that, I just wanted to show you the amount of information you can get from just setting up a free business profile on Google. And this is where you edit everything, but I'm not going to go into those on this profile. Thank you.
So yeah, I hope that was explanatory on there.
So this is
oh, sorry.
Have a profile.
Started up again there, sorry. Yeah, so as you can see, from just listing your basic getting yourself listed on Google, it's massively useful to be able to see how people are interacting with you and your business. So next up is the next step up, I would say, is Google Analytics. Now, this is when I was putting this presentation together, actually, my mind was blown even more again. Every time I look at Google Analytics, I get my mind blown, because the amount of information that you can gain and make informed decisions about web design, content creation, marketing strategies from analytics is huge. You can track the number of visitors to your website, where they come from, how they interact with your content. You can gain insights into how users navigate your website. So, for example, again, if we go back to, say, the Easter offer example, if you had an Easter offer, okay, so let's think about a flow chart. If you had an Easter offer on your Google business, on your Google profile, which then links through to your website, you would be able to track that performance. Once they're on the website, you would then be able to track where they go from that Easter offer. So are they just interested in my business for this Easter offer? Or actually, are they going to look at other services? Are they looking at other products? And you can literally see that from Google Analytics. Yes, because obviously it says here how much time they spend on each page. You can identify the areas of the website that may be causing frustration or confusion for visitors, and make improvements to enhance their business. So I've worked with clients where they've had, they've maybe had a mission statement page all on its own, and actually not a lot of people were clicking on it. So it's like, well, why have it all on its own? Why not have it all encompassed in the about page? Whilst, yes, you may want to have your mission statement, you don't want your website to be too big and confusing. As we know in marketing, it's clear, concise, easy to use, and making that pathway easy for customers to use ensures that the end game of them either booking you for a service or buying a product is more highly likely to happen. And then, so Google Analytics provides data on the effectiveness of your marketing campaigns, allowing you to see when channels are driving the most traffic and which campaigns are generating the most conversions. So when I talk about campaigns there, I'm actually talking, whilst I am talking about ad campaigns, which are obviously paid for, I'm also talking about, you can see from Google Analytics if people are coming through Facebook, if people are coming through Twitter, so your various social channels, etc. And I'm just going to play another video which will show you around Google Analytics and the information that you can glean from that, which, as I say, blows my mind.
So just to give you an insight into Google Analytics, this is what you see when it's all set up, and it's actually the coding is on your website. Now, like I say, I can set this up for you, and your web developer can install the coding on your website. And once it's on there, it enables you to be able to see and get all this insight into the traffic on your website, which is amazing. You can actually register other things on your Google Analytics as well, such as apps, etc. that this particular account that I'm showing you today has just got has only got a website on there. So we are, as you can see, Google Analytics Home. Just another note is that it is free to set up, and for all this information, all this data you're seeing here is free to access. Okay, so you can see here things such as, if I change it to the last 90 days, so things such as where the traffic to the website's coming from, the sources, so Google, Bing, Google, other, etc., referrals, so Birmingham Gov, and various other websites that this particular website might be affiliated to or have information on. You can see active users. It gives you the data, literally broke down day by day. All users on here. It's just invaluable. So, you know, it's massively sessions by device, mobile, desktop. You know, we would expect to see mobile to be the biggest one to be able to look at. So if we look at that, it gives us a bit more. Data's gone down for reasons, and it tells you, you know, the pages that they're looking at. Page value, obviously, we've got no value because it's not an e-commerce site. Audience, you can see from here. Overview, new visitors, returning visitors, what language they speak, what country they're in. Operating system, so whether it's Android or Apple, demographics, it's just invaluable, this information is, especially if you are planning on running ad campaigns, etc. But even if you're not planning on running ad campaigns, it tells you who your audience is and who to, and you can then structure your marketing strategy from this information. You know, it is just invaluable. Behaviour is how they behave once they've come onto the site. So, you know, what do they use the site for? I mean, obviously we've got e-commerce here, but we don't use e-commerce on this particular site. So we've got new visitors, returning visitors, how many, you know, the sessions. It's these, to be honest, what I'm showing you today, each of these invaluable things that are free to set up, once they're set up, if you want more in-depth training on them, it's training sessions. You know, standalone training sessions would be for Google, Google Business, Google Analytics, etc. Especially Analytics, because as you can see here, the amount of information that you get from this amazing tool is just, you know, it's just huge. So if you needed to know how to use that information, then obviously, you know, you can book in to have a call with an initial call with me, and then obviously we can go from there. So that's Google Analytics.
So yeah, as you can see, there's a lot of information you can get from Google Analytics, which yeah, it's just mind-blowing. And for me, that working alongside Facebook Analytics, Meta Analytics, I should say, is huge, because it really does drill down your customer, the sort of people that are interacting, what sort of people are interacting at what times of year, like Mother's Day, Father's Day. You know, obviously there's a female-male divide. It's actually believe it or not, it's more there's more online sales for Father's Day than there is for Mother's Day, due to the fact that women plan better. Who knew? So yeah, there's lots and lots and lots of information that you can glean from this stuff to contribute towards your marketing strategy and to the way that you address and speak to your customer, the problems that you solve for them, and with regard to the problems that you solve, I'm just going to launch into Google Trends, which is also a free platform, a free part of Google. So Google Trends allows you to see what people are searching for in real time and over time. It helps you stay up to date with current events and popular topics. So, you know, if you can literally go on there now and see what the top searches are, which I'm sure you can probably guess off the top of your head anyway. Analysing search behaviour of your target audience and gain insights into their interests and preferences, tailoring your content and marketing strategies accordingly. You can identify seasonal trends. Monitor search trends related to your business, related to your brand, and stay on top of any negative sentiment or issues that may be affecting your reputation. This is probably more for big brands, but you know, if you are associated with a big brand, can't get the words out. If you are associated with a big brand, then you know it could be, if you see something in the news about them that might be negative, it might be worth having a look on Google Trends to see what is, you know, what's coming up. If it's negative, then maybe you need to adjust your marketing strategy a little bit. So if you're selling a big brand's product, for example, you need to adjust your marketing strategy a little bit. And you can use to compare search trends for your brand and competitors, allowing you to identify areas for improvement and stay ahead of competition. So with things like that, and actually you'll see from the next video that I've done, is that you will see what people are searching for, and you're able to see, the graphs will show how many people are searching for certain phrases over time. This is a really useful tool if you were to start using Google keyword ad campaigns, because this is where, you know, this is sort of where I start to see where I use this and other free. There are other free websites that you can use to see what the public are searching for, and then use those keywords not only in your ad campaigns, but using those keywords in your social media captions, and on your website for SEO. So here's the next video.
So the last thing that we're going to look at today is Google Trends, and this again is a fantastically valuable resource, and here it is again. It's available here. Literally scroll down, come to the end here, more from Google, go right down to the bottom, past there, Google for Business, and there's Google Trends. So as you can see, you can explore what's the United Kingdom is searching for right now. So if we click in there, we can check. If you click on there, you can type in a phrase, or you can literally just see what's trending now. So if we click that, sorry, it's taking a bit slow because I'm screen recording. So here we are. Virgin Media outages, Donald Trump, Virgin Leonardo DiCaprio, yeah, obviously those two are related. Those two searches, obviously the people aren't related. And you can see it over a period of time. So it puts it in data all day. You go to real-time search trends. has 24 hours, and it even goes into the graphics and the data there. You can split it down into categories. You can go for country. There we go. And then obviously you can use Explore, which would be probably the most beneficial for you as a business, because if I type it in there, like as with Google, there we have it. We have digital marketing in the United Kingdom, over +12 web searches, image searches, news searches, Google shopping searches, YouTube. So, and then it breaks it down into sub-regions. Related topics, rising, top, internet marketing, related queries, which are, there you go, queries with massive. So yeah, it's a fantastic tool. So, and then if I was to compare it to digital marketing compared to social media marketing, oops, that didn't work. So can you see here? It shows who's the number of digital marketing searches, the number of social media searches. Okay, and then again, like I say, it breaks it down. And then here, related queries, digital marketing trends, apprenticeships, digital marketing agency roster. So you can literally go through all of these and see what people are searching for. So with that in mind, once you've done that, again, this is all contributing towards your strategy, your marketing strategy. So if you know that people are, for example, looking at photographers in Gloucester, for example, or photographers in Solihull, you can, so what we could do here is photographer in Solihull. All right, photographer. Oh, and then we could look again at photographer in Birmingham. Oh, we haven't got enough data. So that, I mean, that in itself tells us that not a lot of people are exploring this sort of these phrases. Okay, so maybe if we do this. So that's just a way of showing it.
So, yeah, as I say, lots of information there just for those basic, for those 3 areas. The other area that I would advise you to look at if you are a product based business is Google Merchant, where you can list your products for free. And when they come up in search, they will come under the shopping tab. Any questions? Well, I can see there are questions, but are there any?
Oh, there are plenty of questions, Rachel. I shall shout them out. Do you want to stop sharing the screen?
Oh, yes.
So, thank you very much to Rachael for a fantastic workshop and sharing all her knowledge. We're now going to go over to Q&As, and thank you for watching on replay.